Hello there. Welcome to the basement. Today, I have a video about Ryan Coogler's original story that he wrote for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever prior to the untimely and tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman. Entertainment Weekly has this article. The title is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever was originally a father-son story before Chadwick Boseman's death. How about that? Director Ryan Coogler revealed his initial plan for the sequel, which would have focused on T'Challa and his young boy. Quote, "We had some crazy scenes in there for Chad, man." End quote. Ryan Coogler's original plans for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever looked very different. Marvel Studios greenlit a Black Panther sequel almost immediately after the first film hit theaters in 2018, and Coogler and screenwriter Joe Robert Cole quickly got to work outlining T'Challa's next adventure. They had just completed the first draft of the script and sent it to Chadwick Boseman, but then the actor died in August 2020 after a private battle with colon cancer. The loss of Boseman radically changed the future of the franchise, and Coogler and Cole rewrote the movie to address his death and focus on T'Challa's sister Shuri, played by Letitia Wright, instead. Now, for the first time, Coogler has revealed his initial plot for Wakanda Forever. Coogler and Cole said their first draft would have been a father-son story centered on T'Challa and his young son Toussaint in a new interview with the New York Times. The director explained that this original version was absolutely nothing like the final film, and it would have picked up after T'Challa's 5-year disappearance in Avengers Endgame. While T'Challa was absent, his partner Nakia, played by Lupita Nyong'o, would have given birth to their son Toussaint. In the script, T'Challa was a dad who'd had this forced 5-year absence from his son's life, Coogler told the Times. The first scene was an animated sequence. You hear Nakia talking to Toussaint. She says, "Tell me what you know about your father." You realize that he doesn't know his dad was the Black Panther. He's never met him, and Nakia is remarried to a Haitian dude. Then we cut to reality, and it's the night that everybody comes back from the blip. You see T'Challa meet the kid for the first time. The script would have then flashed forward 3 years to trail T'Challa as he co-parents his now 8-year-old son. Namor, the villain played by Tenoch Huerta, would still have been the film's primary antagonist. But Coogler added that he and CIA Director Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus, would have had slightly different roles in the story. "We had some crazy scenes in there for Chad, man," Coogler said. "Our code name for the movie was Summer Break, and the movie was about a summer that the kid spends with his dad. For his 8th birthday, they do a ritual where they go out into the bush, and have to live off the land. But something happens, and T'Challa has to go save the world with his son on his hip." After Boseman's death, Coogler and Cole reworked the story to chronicle Shuri following in her brother's footsteps as she takes up the mantle of Black Panther. T'Challa's son Toussaint, played by Divine Love Konadu Soon, in an end credits scene as the final cut of the film, my apologies, right? The final cut of the film introduces T'Challa's son Toussaint in an end credits scene as Shuri journeys to Haiti to visit Nakia and meets her nephew for the first time. So, I think that first movie, had Chad not had the cancer and unfortunately passed from it, Coogler's first script was going to be dope. That first story of his was totally going to be dope. We would have had, I feel like, an awesome continuation of, that guy right there's story. See him right there? And, the whole having to get your son after fucking Thanos disappeared your ass literally from existence for 5 years. That would have made for some good, moments pretty much encompassing the entire emotional spectrum, honestly. Obviously there would have been fun. There would have been some laughs between father and son. There would have been, obviously some tension, possibly some anger because, what kid's going to understand dad wasn't around because, not because he didn't want to be, but because some big purple motherfucker done poofed him out of existence. That's going to be a kind of a hard concept for a kid to grasp. So I'm sure there might, they might have to work out some resentment issues or abandonment issues or something. But that would definitely make for a very, very intriguing and also intense storyline. I feel like, and then of course the part where he tries to take him out and do some pseudo ritualistic manhood thing with him, and then they end up having to go off to battle. Well, still Namor, and whatever Allegra de la Fontaine would come up with. Although if rumors are accurate, she's gonna be coming up with some shit in upcoming MCU theatrical features. So we all need to keep our eyes out for some news for that. But yeah, that original story sounds pretty dope. I like it. And while I freely admit I have not yet seen Wakanda Forever, I know. I'm a slack ass. There's reasons. Let's just say there's been some life reasons, life. But yeah, that original story sounds to me like it would have made for a movie quite similar, I feel like, to Endgame, in which it pretty much would have tapped all the feel buttons, We would have been taken on a complete emotional journey with that, and I think that would have been dope. So, anywho, that's what Coogler had to say about what he was originally going to do. I've obviously made my stance on it quite clear. Dope! But, so, here's what I want to know. I want to know what you think. There's this convenient little spot down below called comments. You, get on your keyboard or your phone and go ahead and be like, hey, that did sound cool, or, yeah, I'm kind of glad we got what we got. Whatever you think, just let me know. Discourse. I'm after discourse. I have said this many times, and it still remains true. I want to know what y'all think. I genuinely want to know what y'all think, and I genuinely want to talk about it with you. Instead of just, me staring into this here camera and talking into this here mic and talking more or less at you. I want to speak with you. So, leave a comment down below. While you're at it, go ahead and give that little thumbs up button just a teeny little caress with finger or mouse. And, if you're really feeling frisky, you can hit that subscribe button over there too. That'd be sweet. But in the meantime, again, let me know what you think, pretty please. And like I always say, there's always good times to be had when you're chilling in the basement.